Through AFL South East Queensland Juniors partnership with McDonald's, we're thrilled to help shine a light on the Ronald McDonald House charities and the incredible work that they do to support families of seriously ill children. Across the 30th of July to the 1st of August, we encourage all clubs to get creative, raise money to support the families of seriously ill children while they receive medical care.
Taylor was just the normal teenage girl. She fell ill with the flu in August 2017, and from there it turned pretty quickly into a disease called sepsis. So she was placed on life support for a couple of weeks, had open heart surgery on day 3 of that period, came off life support, had gangrene had kicked in, and organ failure had kicked in as well, so Taylor's feet up to her knees were black, her hands were black. Another 7 weeks in ICU after the 2 weeks on life support, 50 odd surgeries in that time. So a decision was made to bring Taylor home, and she was only supposed to last for a few days at home. The palliative team were amazing at the hospital, and 3 days turned into a week, turned into 2 weeks. Body functions sort of kicked back in. I mean, Taylor was bedridden at this time, still a weekly visit back to the hospital to get bits and pieces done, but the hospital was still thinking that the end was coming at any time soon. The first amputation was in January 2018. From there, she spent a few months in hospital again, learning to walk, eat, sit up, do all sorts of things. Subsequently, come September 2019, a decision was made on her right side to have another amputation just above her foot on the right side. And here we are today. She's due for, eventually the kidneys have sort of failed again. She's due for a kidney transplant next week. Jo, her mum, will be the donor, and so here we are. That's nearly 4 years.
My teammates have been so supportive, and I've made bonds that I will remember for the rest of my life, and friends that I'll know forever. They've been so good and amazing, and I couldn't be more grateful for them.
The clubs were amazing. Given Taylor was playing at Vicky Point, they and their coaches would visit the hospital and stuff like that a lot. Past teammates and coaches and all those sorts of things would certainly reach out to all of us. And Vicky Point then named a petrol trophy after Taylor as well, and now they have an under-11s team named after Taylor as well.
It's pretty special having an award and team name after me. I love going and watching the girls and seeing the girls progress, and more girls come every year, and it's really great to see. And the AFL community is just getting bigger, especially for the girls, and it's just amazing, and I'm really glad to be a part of that.
There's a couple of different venues that the Ronald McDonald houses have, but for us, given Taylor's high needs in the time in ICU, we were actually upstairs of the hospital. So, for parents who go through this sort of trauma, just being able to go to a place not far from the hospital, so you're still connected to where your child may be, you can't really put words around it. At night time, whether it was whoever was there, if it was Jo or I there, no one would go upstairs and go to bed, but we could stay in the room. I mean, even though Taylor was hooked up to different machines and everything, just being able to sit in the ICU with nurses and have a cup of tea and talk to them, and just talk it out what you're going through throughout the day, and then jump in a lift and go upstairs. I don't know what we would have been able to do without something like that.
In 2021, this will be our 3rd year celebrating the Ronald McDonald House Charity Round, and for the first time, we are encouraging all clubs across South East Queensland to get involved and participate. There are so many different ways to get creative. You can ditch the club socks for the weekend and pull up the silly socks, shake the donation buckets, host a trivia night or a barbecue. We cannot wait to see what your club does to get involved.